boys for...
That come with time. Ever feel like your head got screws a little bit loose?
Alrighty. How you doing, fellas?
Brandon. Hey, Brandon, let's go.
Take the check over the trip, if you know what I mean. I pick the mortgage over rent, if you know what I mean. Yeah, me and all my winning. Remember back when I could never say what I'm dealing. Nowadays I text my lawyer, ask what the deal is. He text me back and say that is over $1 million. Ayy, I might forget to reply. Too many messages, most of them read. I'm a popular guy. Why? IDKY. Always dividing the pie.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rich Eisen. And it's that time of the year. You can feel it in the air. The start of a new NFL cycle.
Brandon, hey. Hey, so listen, I know you got...
Second week of training, putting in some extra work on his own because that is how you stay a household name. Speaking of which, since we got the exclusive
them royal, soldier them loyal, casual or formal, them selling no normal, flow them immortal.
All right, so let's get to the interesting part. Somehow, there isn't any footage of this mythical football game that supposedly took place at Nike HQ. But there are whispers that a certain player from Florida looked like an absolute star among an exceptional group.
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright yet, believe me, you're about to
of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as it'll be the Clemson Tigers taking on the Florida Gators. For the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run on first down. Jewell nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
It's like a freight train. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's White. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Gators have taken the early lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they... And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. And sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. White. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say.
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Well, he had 17 touchdowns during the regular season, and he caps his drive off with a touchdown in the college playoffs.
And all the things NFL teams like about him were on display there. Agility, decision-making, the way he hits holes, of course his burst, all things that will serve him well at the next level.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
Well, it might be fortunate for him that he got tackled, because otherwise he might have run all the way through the tunnel and even into the parking lot.
He gets away from one. Still going. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 27 yards on the game there. And it's going to be third down and forever. Now a handoff looking right. Still fighting for more. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to roam now. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A great play there. As time expires in the first half. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, we saw more than a few of these on Saturday afternoons this season. Just incredible balance and vision as he takes that all the way.
And Brandon, I just have to imagine that if you're an NFL general manager and you do possess a top 10 pick, it's just as we saw there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. From a yard or two. Too deep. Here comes a return. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now White. And he fires one, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And he's got room. Bulldozes past him.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A great effort there. 70 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Disaster there, resulting in And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. The Clemson punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken on the 25.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.